First open inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go, defense. Out, toe train. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check 31, check 30. Hey, check 20.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett complete. It's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right to be able to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check. Go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Good track.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Greystone travel.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Coming this way, here we go. Bang, 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 bang.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
25, check 25.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watkins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here we go! 90 Wolf! 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Look at me. Go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Ready. Operating from the gun, Watkins. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Switch. Check. Jim. 36.
Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Hey, Delta. Mike, 50. No, go. Back to run. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
Ready? General West. Blue there. He's checking. Go. He's checking. Crash. Hey, Zoo. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Watkins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Mike 51. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Yo. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 51. 51. All day.
Throwing on second down. Brissett. Open man is Galladay, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's scared. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. Turn.
They'll run it with Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Logan. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's go. Hey, watch the slant. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Mike, get up.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey. Watch twist.
On second down, Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
We've got this.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Ready, break.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, exit. Bam. Get it.
Back to throw. Watkins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Ready? 70. Indy. X3. 218. Chop it.
From the gun, Watkins. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 54. Stop your watch.
You draw quarters.
Check 3. Check 3.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way. 6 guys. Check.
Topper. Five.
To throw again, Watkins. It's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
6, pull it high.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check, check. Buzz. Ready?
From the gun, Watkins. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check pass. Check pass.
It's third and long for Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our time.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We go! 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7.
51 to Mike. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it.
Go.
On 3rd and 2, Watkins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Kill.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Brissett. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Alert three.
Hey, Sam on.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Watkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Go, go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Exit. Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Yes.
They're scared.
Smooth.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Brissett. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 51 for Mike.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
The 26-yard line.
On the set.
54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Defense.
2nd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Watkins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
On the double. Mike 51. In your face. That's it. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, percent. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
50, plant.
At the 39-yard line.
80 weapons.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check 52.
They'll go again to Jones. And an alley to run. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready up.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he got it. The kick is good in over